Today in zoology, we will discuss metamorphosis. As you can see in the pictures, process of change from larva to an adult form is called metamorphosis. Egg, larva, pupa, and then adult butterfly. Insect development and metamorphosis. Different insects have developed different mechanisms of development. Like some insects are produced in immature stages called larval instars. These larval instars are formed at the time of growth. Larval instars store food for the transition or change to adulthood. The adult stage is associated with dispersal and reproduction. In these orders, insects spend greater part of their lives in juvenile young stages. The developmental patterns of insects are classified into 3 or 4 categories. Number 1, Metabolis metamorphosis. Second is Metabolis metamorphosis. Third is Hemi Metabolis metamorphosis. And fourth are Metabolis metamorphosis. So we will discuss them one by one. Number 1 is Metabolis metamorphosis. In this case, primary differences between adults and larvae are their body size, sexual maturity. Both adults and larvae are without wings, that is wingless. The number of molts in Metabolis metamorphosis of a species of insect varies. Molting continues after sexual maturity. For example, silverfish have Metabolis metamorphosis. That is, they are wingless. Metabolis metamorphosis, second category. In this case, larva undergoes number of molts between egg and adult stages. The number of molts is species specific. That is, it depends on species. The immature larva changes into adult form, that is, undergoes metamorphosis process. The external wings are developed in them and the adult body size is attained. The genitalia, as we have discussed earlier, that they are concerned with mating, reproduction. They develop during this time. Immature larva is called nymph. Examples are grasshoppers, chinch bugs are the examples. Third category, Hemi-Metabolis metamorphosis. Some insects have a series of gradual changes in their developmental pattern. Some zoologists use additional classification for insects. Their immature form is much different from the adult form. Why? Due to the presence of gills. Their immatures are aquatic and they are called naiads. Next is Metabolis metamorphosis. Following stages are formed during this category: larva and pupa. Larva, what is it? Their immature is different from the adult in body form. It has different behavior, habitats, place to live, and their immatures are called larva. Second is pupa. The last larval mold forms the pupa. Pupa appears inactive, but it is actually a time of cellular change in it. There is process of change. The characteristics of the adult insects develop during this stage. What characteristics develop? They are discussing. A protective case encloses the pupal stage. The last larval instar develops a silk protective covering, that is called cocoon. As you can see, different larval instars. Now, what is cocoon? It is partially or entirely, completely composed of silk. The chrysalis and puprium, they are the last larval exoskeletons. They are retained through the pupal stage. Other insects like mosquitoes have pupa unenclosed. That is, they are not enclosed by a larval exoskeleton. Their pupa may be active. The final molt occurs within the silk protective covering cocoon, chrysalis or puparium. Next is adult. The adult then opens the protective covering of silk cocoon with its mandibles, like jaws, and then comes out of it. This final process of coming out is called as emergence or eclosion.